Hello, my friends. Good morning to you. I hope that you're having a good day today. And I'm here today to talk about hope and how my relationship with hope has shifted and changed with me through this journey. I think I'm going to get right into the reading today and then maybe talk for a minute or two after. I have a memory of my friend Danny and I hanging out in Telluride, Colorado a few years back. It was perhaps a year before I began to lose physical function and before I had any idea about what ALS was. We talked as we waxed our snowboards and prepared for our first day out on the slopes. And as something came over me, I said, "If I ever get sick, man, I'm going to heal it." I remember it being a statement that came as if out of nowhere, and though I had no idea what I meant by the words, I firmly knew that I meant it. I look back on that memory now and realize that some deeper part of me already knew what was to come. The collection of symptoms known as ALS would soon enter my experience, and even though I had no conscious knowledge of it, the hope of healing that I would come to feel was already being anchored within me. The nature of my hope has evolved with me through this journey. More immediately after being diagnosed with ALS, hope's purpose within me was as much about protecting me from despair as it was an act of accepting the possibility of healing. Back then, hope was like a balloon that needed to be constantly reinflated with the expectation of physical healing. Just 3 more months, I would think. Within 3 months or so, healing will begin to occur. Expectations like these would ease the immediate intensity of my worry, and certainly protected me from fear in the short term. My hope would inflate around this expected timeline for healing, but unfortunately, the sharpness of the lack of physical improvement within just a few months would pop the balloon. Physical function would continue to be lost, and the full weight of worry and fear that I had been so desperately trying to avoid would then become my experience. I went through several cycles of hope, followed by unfulfilled expectation in this way, until I realized that I was causing myself greater pain than I was protecting myself from. Creating specific timelines around healing was like spending the time and energy to build a sandcastle near the sea, only to be disappointed when the waves of the future would arrive to wash it away. The hope that I carry with me now feels nothing like certainty, for it holds no expectation of how the future should unfold. It does not desperately cling to the idea of healing like a life raft, nor does it push away awareness that I may soon pass away. Instead, it blooms from within the present moment, where it embraces the possibility of healing as an openness to miracles in whatever form they may take. This hope has lived with me for some time, and now that I have learned to untangle it from expectation, it is not so easily broken. It is strong, needing no confirmation from others or outside evidence for what I know to be possible. It is flexible in that it embraces the unknown and all possibilities, and it is compassionate in that it recognizes that I am doing all that I can to take care of this body and all aspects of my being. The hope that I hold now is like a seed planted in my heart. What it may grow into, I cannot say, but I trust that I am doing all I can to water it and recognize that the rest is out of my control. I just finished writing this morning, and even though it isn't exactly where I want it to be, I was excited to share it. When I finished writing this, there's a part of me that felt like it should be ended another way. Ending a topic about hope, about things being out of my control, feels like it lacks the certainty. And I think that's the difficult thing about hope. I've wanted it to feel certain. I've wanted to be sure that I'm gonna get better. And that's why I relied on expectation so heavily. Creating an expectation that this is how my body's gonna look then, this is when it's gonna start to happen. All of these things provided short-term relief, but man, did it cause pain when reality didn't end up matching those expectations. So even though to a certain degree, recognizing that I'm doing all I can and releasing the rest to God and the universe, even though that feels a little bit scary, a little bit unstable, even almost, I found it's the most balanced approach to living that allows me to enjoy life now, have an openness to the possibility of healing that, just like early in this journey, I still feel is possible, without an expectation that that needs to happen, or life isn't worth living, or whatever other unnecessary story happens to come up around that. So I hope you enjoyed this reading today, and I hope you're having a good one, and I will talk to you sometime soon. I love you. All right, bye.